Hello everybody and welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the hottest North American series. It's back. It's been a while, but DMJ Vroom Vroom Choice of Weapon Season 3 is here, live, right now. on the big screen. We all ready? How's everybody doing tonight? We're hyped over here at GT45 Gaming and DMJ Vroom Room. North American DMJ is back, and we're on GT7, ladies and gentlemen. So, we're going to reset the lobby here right now. Bear with me. And we're going to get some racers qualifying. While we do that, pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Alright, so we're just getting a little bit of information from our drivers to make sure everybody's ready here. We're trying to get this thing kicking and going for everybody, as I assumed that needed to be sorted out. I'm glad I checked that right now. Give me 1 second, chat. You'll have some game audio. Boop, boop. Oh, a little bit longer than boop, boop. A little more like a boop, 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 boop. Alright, there we go. Brandon says hi. Good luck, says Joe. How we all doing, everybody? How we all doing? Alright, so for some reason, I'm not hearing things. Do not know why. All right, let's get you over. Let's get you over. It's time to go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll talk a little bit about the series here once everybody is ready. I forgot to check to make sure everybody's ticked in. Oh yeah, we're good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so it is qualifying. So, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It is Season 3, Round 1 for DMJ Vroom Room's Choice of Weapon. What should we expect to see this season from DMJ, you ask? Well, I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. We should expect some extremely fast racing action to start with. This is potentially the fastest lobby we've ever seen here in this particular series. Definitely the fastest lobby here we've seen so far in North America, ladies and gentlemen. So it is going to be ATK Streeter Tom sending us out. We'll introduce our drivers in just a second. We are at St. Croix B, round 1. It is 5 times tire wear. It is 3 times fuel consumption, ladies and gentlemen. Huge tire wear for these drivers. We have a mandatory tire that these drivers are required to use in the race, and it is the Racing Soft tire. The pit window end of lap 4. These drivers cannot make that pit stop until the end of lap 4. If they do, of course, the stewards will give them a nice little juicy penalty. So, the tires that these drivers choose to start on, they must at least run 4 laps on said tires. So, what are we seeing here? We see drivers swinging side to side. We see everybody warming up the tires. We're just coming across the bridge here right now. We'll talk about this a little bit more here in just a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. We got some great stuff here to show you here tonight as we're kicking it off as well. We don't have that though. Alright, that's alright. So, round 1, St. Croix B. This is the Pro Division, so another change from what we've seen in Season 2. Season 1 and Season 2, we had 1 division. This season, we've been graciously granted multiple divisions, so we have 2 divisions here, ladies and gentlemen, for everybody. This is our Pro Lobby. Tomorrow night, we get a bonus DMJ race. We get the Pro-Am division. Tomorrow night, same race, same set of cars. The cars? Let's talk about the cars. The BMW Group 3 cars here this season. That beautiful BMW M6 Sprint Edition. That beautiful BMW M3 2011 Edition. And that beautiful BMW Z4 are available for all our drivers to use. Up to them which car they want to use each week. They do not get deducted any points for using said cars. So here we go. We're going to do a lap around St. Croix here with ATK Streeter Tom. So he's going to be the first one to send it on a hot lap. Now, damage is on heavy. Track penalties are on weak. All flagging rules apply within game flagging systems. We had a big talk with the drivers here pre-race, of course, just to break everything down for them. So it's been a fantastic series of Season 1 and 2 on Gran Turismo Sport. It held us very, very well here at DMJ and GT45 Gaming. Let's see what GT7 has in store for us tonight now with DMJ Vroom Room, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody in group here are legends. Hey, Paulie B up in the house. It's Cody B. Talk about legends up in the house. Brandon coming in with that share. Much love, extra support. Appreciate you, my guy. Joe coming in with the like as well. There's a ton of alerts there. We'll catch up to that in just a moment. I'm not sure why I'm not getting any sound, however, from my laptop, but that's alright. We'll sort that out another time. So, 15-minute qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 40-minute endurance race after this qualifier, so the drivers will qualify for 15 minutes. That means they'll get about 7 laps, 7 attempts if they don't pit for tires here. So we'll see what kind of times these drivers put in. We changed it up a little bit here for round 1. We took the tire and fuel consumption off in qualifying, and we're letting these drivers absolutely send it here, just to show you what this Pro Division really can do here at DMJ North America this season. So much love to LWR Designs, Racing, WPR as well, coming in as proud partners here with DMJ Vroom Room. I'm your host for the evening, GT45 Gaming. I'm a little bit behind schedule today. That is totally on me, but we're here, we're live, and we got racing action for the next 10 weeks, midweek for everybody here, and I hope you're all ready for this. If we remember Season 2 from DMJ, Apex Racing's Jakey, defending champion, 2-time defending champion, returning this season. Our second place finisher, tied for second place, Badass, returning this season to try and see if he can hit that top step on the podium. Both those drivers got a free pass to skip qualifying. The rest of our field had to qualify just a couple weekends ago, and this is who we have. So it is ATK Streeter Tom, and he's our first driver across. And what is his time going to be? It's looking pretty juicy here. It's a 2:05.5, starting off good. Badass going to come around, is going to stay in second, 2/10 off. Paymay comes around, takes pole position by a 1/10 of a second. Let's see what Freak has. Freak is going to stay in 4th. Smiley's going to jump ahead of Freak there in 4th place. Miss Devious, she's going to jump up into P5. No Liner jumping up into P5. We got G-Bub coming through. He's going to stay in 8th place. We got Freak coming around, Jakey coming around. Sorry, Freak has already went around. We missed one driver going across. Ooh, and Jake has a big slide coming out of the final corner there. Let's see what Jake has as he comes around. He got a great launch out of that corner. This is going to be 2:04, and there it is. It's at 2:04.9, but that is not enough. LJ is going to be second. Lucas is going to take pole position on the first set of laps here. G-Bub's going to sit in 10th. Freaks in 11th. CRF, he's coming around right now. Let's see what he's got as he's going to come through, and it's a 2:05.9, so not his best lap, but that's all right. Lots of time for these drivers to kick it in. Let's see what Apex Racing's Larry Birch has here as he is about midway through the field here currently. Whoo, still an auto mod option. I'm working on it, my dude. I don't know what is going on there. I am working on it. Maybe Facebook's broken right now. I don't know. Still working on it. I can't believe this still doesn't work. I've tried everything for that. We'll sort it out. All right, anyways, coming in here, we got 13 out of the 15 drivers here tonight, so almost everybody making it here for the first round of St. Croix. A couple of drivers not able to get those cars out of the garages here today to get into the first round, so we got some fun stuff again, like I said, here for you tonight. But right now it's all about the qualifying, and our current pole sitter is Lucas. LJ currently sitting in second place, returning driver from last season. Lucas currently sitting in pole, is a new driver this season, so welcome into Lucas. We got defending 2-time champion here looking to defend his crown and look for that three-peat is Apex Jakey. So let's see if he's got what it takes this season to hold the top step. He is in for it, let me tell you. We have Apex Racing's Paymay coming in, and this is his first season with DMJ, so welcome to Paymay. We have ATK Streeter Tom coming in. He is new to the series as well. Welcome to Streeter Tom. We've got TCR Badass returning from last season. We've got CRF, also new to DMJ this season. Welcome to him as well. We've got Smiley coming in 8th place here. He is new to DMJ this season as well. No Liner coming and returning from season 2. We've got Miss Devious coming in, and she's new to the season here for DMJ as well this season. We got Tattooed Freak returning from season 1, unable to make season 2, back for season 3. We got G-Bub, first season for G-Bub this series as well. And we've got Apex Racing's Larry Birch, and he is looking solid here, getting into the big division this season, and he cannot wait to see what this guy's got. So that is 13 of our 15 drivers here to start our series, and it is defending champion Apex Racing's Jakey sitting on pole position at 2:04.383. Woo, these guys are flying, chat. Wow, that is a ripping time around St. Croix B here. These guys are really cooking it. They're really pushing it here. Got Paymay with a 2:04.6. Lucas with a 2:04.65. We've got LJ with a 2:04.8. We've got Badass with a 2:05.2. Streeter with a 2:05.3. CRF with a 2:05.4. Smiley with a 2:06.3. And Olander with a 2:06.8. And this Devious with a 2:06.9. Freak hasn't registered the time in yet. He may have had a penalty there. Ooh, and we got Jakey coming all kinds of sideways up off the bridge entry there. And that is a dangerous corner here in St. Croix B, ladies and gentlemen. Woo, spicy there from Apex Jakey. And that's right, he's still got time. They have about 7 minutes remaining here in qualifying. So it is still Jakey holding pole. Apex Payme now sitting in P2. This time split there is 2/10. It's 4 100ths between him and Lucas, and third is 2/10 between him and LJ. LJ is 4/10 on Badass, currently 1/10 on Streeter. 2 100ths on CRF, who has 9/10 on Smiley, who has a 10th on Larry now, who's jumped up to P9 here, who has 4/10 on Nolander, who has less than a 10th on Miss Devious. We have Freak here, who's 2/10 in behind. He's got a registered time in here, looks like, and he is about 7/10 ahead of G-Bub here currently. Look at that car. That is a shiny looking car right there, ladies and gentlemen. All right, are we ready? John coming in with that thumbs up. I hope we're ready. I'm ready. I'm excited. Can't you tell I'm talking 1,000 miles a minute right now? Whew, good luck, Tom, says Steven. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate everybody coming in. We got Brandon with the heart and Paul also with that heart. We appreciate you. Aaron coming in with the thumbs up. I think I missed that. We don't want to miss our lovely fans out there. All right, we've seen the lineup. Who do you guys got for the win in round one? It is too hard to call this season, ladies and gentlemen. There is no favorite. This is going to be some pretty fantastic racing coming out of DMJ North America this season. Can't wait to see it. It's finally arrived, and the hype is real. Let me tell you, the hype is real in the Discord server chat. These guys are excited. The chat has been popping off all day today. Go Bub, go, says Expendables. Welcome in, Expendables Sim Racing Team. We appreciate you. Woosa, woosa. Appreciate you, Joe, top admin, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you. We got the Expendables Sim Racing Team coming in with that like. Pete Jones coming in with that share. Thank you for that extra support, my guy. Ooh, are we ready, chat? I am. I have been ready for this all day. All day. What do you guys think of the highlight video at the beginning of the stream? That was from last week's highlight from their DMJ sprint night we had live on stream Wednesday night. We took all 5 replays and we picked out some of the great moments from last Wednesday evening's races. What do you guys think about that? Let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know. Feedback. It was great. Let's get out. Let's go racing. Let's go racing. You getting it, brother. You will get it. Trust me. It's Freak here in 12th. We got G-Bub in 13th. Alright, let's go take a look. Apex Jakey still sitting on pole position, but that gap has closed. Lucas now moved up into P2. It is 4 100ths of a second, ladies and gentlemen. Payme less than 2/10 in behind him. LJ less than 2/10 in behind Payme. Right now, our top 7 are only separated by 1 second. I expect this to tighten up a little bit yet. We got Smiley here as well. With a 206 currently sitting in 8th. We've got Larry Birch here in 9th. We've got Nolander in 10th over on Nolander Gaming on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to check it out from his point of view, he is live currently as well. We got Miss Devious here in 11th. We got Apex Racing's Tattooed Freak in 12th and G-Bub here in 13th. And you know what? This is going to be fun. Go, 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 says Pete. Go, go, go. We're seeing a lot of the Pro-Am division checking in on what our pro drivers are going to be up to here tonight. Very interesting. Very interesting. Our Pro-Ams, ladies and gentlemen, are racing tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And I doubt it's going to be any less exciting than our pro race here tonight. So, history being broke here at DMJ North America this season. Multiple division with choice of weapon and 2 very, very quick lobbies. Apex Racing's Payme coming up that nasty hill, and here we go. So, I got something fun to show you guys. This is a fictional racetrack we're racing on here, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a real-life world circuit. We will not find this track anywhere on the real-world map. This is a fictional track put in by Gran Turismo and Polyphony Digital. However, our amazing graphic map maker designer has done some heavy research, has come up with some interesting names for these corners on this fictional track, so definitely stay tuned to the stream to see that as well. We got Streeter Tom here in 5th place. We've got CRF in 6th. We've got Badass in 7th. Nita, ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. Yeah, I can't get quite that crazy yet. Easy, my guy. We got Larry Perch here in 8th. We've got Smiley in 9th. We've got Nolander in 10th. We've got Freak here in 11th now, so he's got another little spot there in qualifying. Miss Devious is in 12th, and G-Bub here in 13th. But it is still Jakey holding the pole position and trying to put his foot on why he's defending champion here. This man has all the pressure on him this season. He has that target so big on his back, it is gleaming through the back window of this BMW M6 he is currently running in right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is the target of every other driver in this field this season. They want to dethrone him. Do they have enough, and do they have what it takes to do it from this very experienced veteran here at DMJ? Lucas in second place. He is only 4/100ths of a second off our pole sitter, Apex Racing's Paymay here in third. We've got LJ in fourth. We've got Streeter in fifth. We've got CRF in sixth, as somebody moved up in there. Streeter Tom did. We've got Badass in seventh. We've got Larry Birch in ninth. Smiley in eighth. We're skipping people here for some reason. We got Nolander in 10th. We've got Freak in 11th. Misdevious 12th. And G-Bub in 13th. And just grazing that wall a little bit there was G-Bub. So we have, well, you guys can see at the bottom of the screen there underneath the LWR design logo on the left hand side of the screen, we got about a minute and a half remaining here. Ooh, what's that? Oh, Ghost, what do you got on the screen there? Ooh, a little track mappy. We'll bring that up a little bit later in the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so second place is Lucas here. He hasn't been able to close in on that time. We haven't seen a whole lot of change here, but Streeter Tom looks happy with his time. He's got it in pit lane. He's just going to wait and see what happens here. We got Smiley currently sitting in 8th. We've got Larry Birch currently sitting 9th. Freak is currently in 10th, and he is up right now. We have Nolander coming through, and this is such a sketchy sector, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the bridge. Oh, the infamous bridge here at St. Croix. It absolutely breaks hearts, ladies and gentlemen, and most certainly breaks race cars. So, again, this is a heavy damage model series, ladies and gentlemen. These drivers really need to keep it on point. The wrong move here at St. Croix is most certainly going to cause some form of damage to these cars, and then they've got to make the tough decision of, should I just tough it out, or do I pit to repair it? Either way, it's going to cost them time. I guess the question is, how much more time does it cost them? Just me, or is the stream hanging a lot? What do you mean by that, John? Let me go peeksies. I'm going to look right now. It does seem a little light. Refresh your app, John. Try that first. We got multiple shares coming in from our viewers here. We appreciate all you guys and gals out there as well. On my end of things, it says it's running pretty good, John. Maybe just try and give a good hard refresh on Facebook. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Jake coming in with that share, Pete Jones coming in with the multiple shares. We appreciate all that extra support. So we're with G-Bub here as he comes across the line. Let's see if he grabs the spot. He does. He's going to grab P11 there. So pole sitter jumps into the garage here. Some of these guys might get this final lap in here. We do have a 2-minute timer at the end of qualifying here, so that does a lot. The drivers, if they made it past the finish line before the timer went, to finish their hot laps. We have Paymay still on a hot lap. We have LJ is finished. So he's just rolling around the track here. Streeter Tom is done. CRF is finished as well. Larry, ooh, a little bit squirrely there, but he is on a hot lap, and I believe he's at that final corner here as well into track. So let's see what he gets as he clocks through here. Nolander coming across, just spinning that thing sideways. And if Nolander's watching, that's a no-no at race finish. No-no, big no-no. You should have been in the driver's briefing. Tattooed Freak here in 10th place. G-Bub done. Nolander in 12th. We got Miss Devious coming around. She is finished. Jakey's finished. Lucas is still on a flying lap. Let's see if Lucas can pinch that time down from Apex Racing's Jakey. And look at how close these top three are. Less than a second, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely incredibly close. 0.099. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. It's good information. You never know. It definitely most certainly can be something on my end as well, but everything looks good as far as from what I can see. Anywho, that doesn't necessarily mean it's not broken. Oh, and just as Lucas was about to crank the lap, it doesn't finish, so he didn't quite get past that line in time, ladies and gentlemen. He must have just squeaked it. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have our qualifying results here. That is Apex Racing's Jakey, our defending champion. He's going to hold down the pole position here and get those bonus points right off the bat. So starting season 1, our champion leads the season. So going into turn 1, he's already points up on the rest of the competition. Good luck, Tom. I appreciate you. We got Lucas in second place here, and he's only 4/100ths behind our pole sitter. Apex Racing's Paymate is only 1/10 behind our pole sitter. Apex Racing's Algerius in fourth place is only 4/10 behind our pole sitter. ATK Streeter Tom in fifth place, 5/10 of a second behind our pole sitter. CRF in sixth place is 3/4 of a second behind that pole sitter. TCR's Badass in seventh, 9/10 of a second behind pole sitter. Smiley in 8th place, 1 second off the pole sitter. The top 8 all within 1 second in qualifying. We have Apex Racing's Larry Birch in 9th. We've got Tattooed Freak there in 10th. 2 seconds. We got 2.3 from G-Bub to the leader. We've got Nolander at 2.4, and we got Misdevious at 2.5 seconds. So we do have one driver for sure on the virtual reality headset here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So we are allowing that here so far in the series, and the drivers did have to qualify, of course, within that. So the drivers will get 2 minutes here from the end of qualifying now, ladies and gentlemen, and that's for them to hang out and do anything that they need to do. So we're just going to flip over back to the screen real quick, and let's go take a look at something here. All right, so there we go. Let's take a look at our track map here real quick while we have a couple minutes to touch base. So what we're looking at, ladies and gentlemen, is the St. Croix B layout, highlighted, of course, in the green. And on the edges is, of course, the other two layouts, the C and the A layout. That's just the edges of the racetrack to show all three layouts of the St. Croix circuits here. So it is Circuit de St. Croix layout B forward. This is an original theme track on the St. Croix Lake, which actually exists in the province of southern France. The track contains corners comprised of geometric shapes such as 90 degrees and radial corners. We'll touch base on this a little bit more here in a little bit, but as you can see there, it's quite an extensive racetrack here provided by Gran Turismo and, of course, Polyphony Digital. Nolander coming in with those multiple shares there as well. Much love, my guy. I hope you're having a good stream, my dude. Good luck to you in the race tonight, my guy. So back to the big screen chat. We got 1 minute here. We're going to ask these drivers if they're all ready to go, and if they're all good to go, we're all good to go, ladies and gentlemen. So that's it. We just wait for 1 minute, we talk, we hang out, we chill. Paymate coming in with the thumbs up as well. Nolander coming in with that thumbs up. Make sure, ladies and gentlemen, we're like and sharing the stream out here today. Waiting for Smiley, says Jakey, 10-4. And, yeah, rock and roll. So, we cannot start the race until we have 13 yeses, ladies and gentlemen. We have 14 out of our 16 driver grid here today. But we are waiting for one driver here as per our beautiful admin Jakey here. I'm a beginner, says LJ. So you can see the guys are having a little bit of fun here. Tom's my older brother. For how short of a time he's driven compared to others, he's really good. Proud of him. Hey, your big brother's proud of you, Tom. There you go. Good luck today, my guy. He's a very, very good driver. He cuts himself way too short, Steven, all the time. All right. 2 minutes is up, chat. The ready symbol's got to go up. All right, so I got one from Smiley. We got two. We've got three. We got four. Good luck, Nolander. GG's, brother. We got four. First race of the season, everybody. 100% doesn't give himself enough credit. No, I totally agree. We got five, ladies and gentlemen. We got 5 out of 13. 5 out of 13. As soon as I get 13 readies, we're going to kick this race off. Hope everybody's having a fantastic evening here. Welcome in. This is presented by DMJ Vroom Room North America Series Choice of Weapons Season 3 Round 1 St. Croix B Pro Division. Ooh, yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Pro Division. All right, we got 7. We're getting closer. Ready on our end? Sounds good, Jake. Appreciate you. Good luck, driver, says Cody B. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have an official we're good to go. Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready to go? Boys and girls, are we ready to go? DMJ, are you ready for the house to come down here in round 1? I am. Let's get this thing started, chat. Let's go. All right, 13 drivers take to grid in Season 3 to start round 1, to start their season, to start their adventures. Let's go. So, we're only going to bring up a small amount of information for the race here. Just because we believe in fair play. So, we will have a fancy little overlay package next week for all of this. Row 1 hot, row 2 hot, rows 3 to 7 hot. All right, we got 5 reds. Kick them tires, light them fires. Let's go racing, ladies and gentlemen. And our drivers are off. And it's turn 1 time here at DMJ, and our pole sitter is leading the way. So here we go. We're watching closely here, and this is going to be turn 1 as Jakey takes the drivers around here for the first time. Damage is heavy. Tires are cold. These drivers really need to be on point. Ooh, we got one driver that's already not having a great day there. One driver get it a little bit wrong on the exit there. That is going to be not good for that driver. Oh no, it's TCR's badass here right off in the first lap, and that is not a good start for a badass here. Unfortunately, he's got a long ways away around the racetrack here to get that all sorted out. Super unfortunate here. We're actually going to show all the race info because I need to be seeing the race info. I'm going to go take a look. And actually, he does avoid the engine damage here, ladies and gentlemen. So that was really fortunate there. Might be a little bit shaken up and a little bit upset. That looked like a really hard hit, but these cars have safety, safety, safety written all over them. It's a 40-minute endurance race, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a lot of time here. We're going to see about 18 or 19 laps around St. Croix. The tire wear extremely heavy. It's going to put a lot of stress on these drivers. And it is Jakey leading the way here on lap 1. Still halfway around the racetrack here. Red is still in a red flag situation. It could still occur here as these drivers are really keeping it right and tight here so far on the racetrack. Really great job to everybody here to start round 1, and that's why these are the pros. And we got a battle here between G-Bub and Miss Devious, so 8th and 9th place up for grabs here. G-Bub has that inside run there with that M6. He's up against the Z4. Miss Devious is just going to hold that midline. Larry Birch is looking there in behind too as he's licking his chops to see if he can get a position here as we're rolling in through this very fun sweeping corner. I don't have the corner names figured out. Oh, and we got a big wiggle there from G-Bub, and that's going to be slowing him down there on the exit. Miss Devious on the outside here. Still a great battle for position here. Miss Devious is going to hang on to P8 here just temporarily for the time being. Gets a little bump there from G-Bub there as she settles into the apex, but that Z4 showing its power here on the racetrack. G-Bub now down and battling with Larry Birch. So Larry Birch here on the outside. 10th place, can he get the job done? The wall is always a danger here at St. Croix around the final corner, and we're calling that corner Sunset, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be calling turn 1 Sunrise, so get it in your brains. Let's get used to it because we're renaming the corners here in these fictional tracks. And it's battle on here between G-Bub and Miss Devious, but G-Bub goes deep. Let's see how Miss Devious responds here, and she's just going to sit back and just tuck right back into that slipstream. We have a great battle for 8th and 9th place between these two drivers right now, and here we go. This is what we expected to see. We got 2 wide in behind these drivers. Miss Devious is going to slip back up into P8, and it is game on. These two are swapping places every other corner here right now. This is fantastic, but that's allowing Nolander and Larry Birch to catch up here. So Nolander has grabbed a position here on Larry as well. Freak right there in 12th place. He is right back on this battle. Badass here, 22 seconds behind, but anything can happen here, so patience is key. Lots of racing left, ladies and gentlemen. We're only 3 minutes in. Woo, here we go. Jakey leading the way here on lap 2 as we're coming across the bridge. Ooh, the famous bridge here. We all know what happens entering this bridge, and Jakey's going to take us around here as we're coming around into the carousel. We're calling this one as the carousel, ladies and gentlemen. This long sweeping right-hander. You got to be really patient around this corner. You got to be careful when to get on the throttle. You got to push yourself out wide, and you're going to say hello to Barrier on the left-hand side. 4-way battle for the lead here right now between Apex Jakey, Lucas, Apex Racing's Paymate, and Apex Algerius. We have CRF just in behind here in 5th place with Streeter Tom in 6th place, and he's just chilling back there doing his thing right now. We've got Smiley in 7th doing much of the same thing. These guys are just keeping each other in sight. Miss Devious still fending off the charge from G-Bub here, but G-Bub has not let her go anywhere. We have G-Bub here in 9th place, and he's got Larry now prowling as well. So Nolander must have made him a little bit of a mistake here, as Larry's now moved up into the 10th position. Freak here in 11th. We've got Nolander now in P12, and we've got some damage on that race car as well. So there we go. Badass has made a pit stop. He has sorted that damage out, and he is going to just send it here for a little bit now to try and make up some time. So you are allowed to pit, of course, for damage, ladies and gentlemen, before the pit window. That is one of the exceptions to the rules. So that is allowed. Sorry, I did not explain that to all you viewers out there. They are allowed to pit for damage repairs immediately. However, tires, they must wait till the end of lap 4, which means they cannot pit basically until the end of lap 5 when they come back around towards pit entry. So, fastest driver on track currently, Lucas, 206.7. That's definitely going to change early in the race. Apex Algerius here in P2 currently right now, and he's sitting there on a purple lap. We've got Apex Racing's Jakey here in P3. We've got Paymay sitting there challenging now in P4. Now, I'm going to make this very clear, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a team event, and these drivers are not playing as a team. These drivers are racing each other here on the racetrack. This is a competition, and it is a winner-takes-all competition. So we're just going to get that out there for everybody right away off the beginning of the season. We just have great support here at DMJ from the Apex Sim Racing team. They have lots of their drivers that love the series and are involved, but they are more than well aware that this is an individual racing series. CRF making the move here, or defending against Tom potentially as they come around that left-hander at the end of the bridge, and he's going to stay out in front of Tom. Tom's going to catch a little bit of that barrier on the outside there. Maybe just a little bit of a miscalculation there, but he still managed to stay ahead of Smiley. But now Smiley is all over the back of that white and blue bumper of the ATK Streeter Tom car. So let's see if Smiley takes a look here as he comes in and around into this corner. I believe we're calling, I can't remember right off the top of my head here for the track names. I'm still learning the new track names too, chat. Go Smiley, says Stefan. Flying Fox Racing in the house, ladies and gentlemen, coming in with that thumbs up. We appreciate you, my guy. So Smiley here in 7th place currently right now, but putting pressure on the 6th place driver. But these guys are doing it smart. They're doing it smart. It's a great battle being had by these two here. This might kick off here as we come around to the start-finish line. Let's see if Tom goes defensive. Let's see if Smiley goes to make a move here as we come into sunset right now. That leads us up to the start-finish line, this nice long, not so long run, half a mile, I guess. And then that's going to take us right into Sunrise Turn 1 here, ladies and gentlemen. This is an interesting corner. You can take it quite a bit quicker than you would think. You just have to get the turn in and the angle right. You got to, again, be a little bit patient on exit. Ooh, and Smiley's almost got it wrong. He really collects it up there. That was a great job by Smiley to collect that car up. Just going to cost him a little position on the attack to Streeter Tom here. Miss Devious is in 8th place. We've got G-Bub in 9th. We've got Larry Birch here in 10th. We've got Freak right in behind in 11th. We've got Nolander here in P12. Having a rough start to his season, and Badass is on his tail. So already a position already back up for grabs there for TCR Badass as he is chasing down Nolander. Hello peeps. Hope all are well. I hope you're well too, Jason. Legend in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Got Jason coming in with that thumbs up and that share. We appreciate you too, my guy. But it is Lucas leading the way here in round 1 on lap 4. And he's got a nice little gap, 1.1 seconds on Apex Racing's Algerius here in 2nd. So the toe is broke currently, which is a big thing here on St. Croix B. You don't want to just pull that driver along. Oh, and side by side are the Apex boys. Paymay and Jake going around the corner. Paymay had to hang it out on the outside. Great respect shown by both drivers right there. Lots of room given him at Jake. He had the inside position. That means he's going to temporarily maintain this position. And here we go. Slight little defense there from Jake, and we're going to go inside here. Paymay looking for that 3rd place position, currently sitting on it. Let's see what happens as we come through the corners here. And here we go. It is going to be Paymay slotting out just in front of Jakey, but a little wiggle from Paymay may cost him there as Jakey got a nice exit. He is right back on the back end of his friend and foe here in the series, and it is P3 currently right now for Paymay, and Jakey finding himself currently sitting in P4. So race on, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We're coming into sunset right now to start lap number 5 here. We're almost 9 minutes in, ladies and gentlemen, so we still have 31 minutes remaining in this race. and it is on like Donkey Kong. Here we go. 5th place driver CRF, new driver here looking fantastic. Streeter Tom, new driver looking great in 6th. Smiley also here from Flying Fox Racing in 7th, looking fantastic. We got Miss Devious up into P8, but she is again under fire from G-Bub here, and these two have been battling like crazy here so far all race long, and Miss Devious is going to go a little bit wide there. She just manages to get that thing on track before, well, mowing some lawn there. She almost paid the price. She's got to have some dirty tires here. She's defending against Larry. Got a yellow flag up ahead. Drivers got to be careful here with the flags. You cannot pass under a yellow flag scenario, so this is where the driver responsibility really needs to come in. Somebody making a big mistake there as the drivers are going to slot through and grab a position. Great job there by all our drivers. I'm not seeing any 3-second penalties here, so everybody made it through there safe and sound. So Nolander here currently in 13th. We've got Lucas in 1st. He's got a 1.7 second gap. We got Apex Algerius here in 2nd. We've got Apex Racing's Jakey back up into P3. So what has happened to one of our drivers here? We got CRF in 4th place. Which one was it? We got Streeter Tom in 5th. We've got Smiley in 6th. G-Bub here is up at the P7 now. Miss Devious in 8th. Larry in 9th. Freak in 10th. Paymay in 11th. And it was Paymay. And he's got the damage to show for it on that front left fender. The car is a little beat up there. And that's going to drop him all the way down to P11. The damage is heavy, drivers. The damage is heavy, ladies and gentlemen. The viewers, sorry, out there. These drivers, one little mistake could cost more than they realize. We got Vic coming in with that thumbs up as well. Go Larry. Go Larry from Sticky Bandit. What's cooking, Ghost? How you doing, Benjo? Hope you're doing fantastic. So it is Lucas currently leading the charge here. We're 10.5 minutes in. It is Apex Racing's Algerius here in 2nd place. We've got Apex Racing's Jakey in 3rd place. This is our 2-time defending champion, ladies and gentlemen. So far, he is the king of the hill here at DMJ North America. CRF has found himself up at a P4 now with the mistake made by Paymay. ATK Streeter Tom up into 5th place. We got Smiley in 6th. G-Bub here now up into P7, and he's broken free from Miss Devious. He's going to move over, break that slipstream here. Very smart decision there. Try not to let these drivers get in there. We got Miss Devious in 8th, and she is under fire here from Larry Birch and Tattooed Freak. Let's see what happens here, and Larry Birch is going to go in super fast, and he's just going to slot right around Miss Devious. Again, great respect showing, but Miss Devious is going to respond back. She's looking for the old switcheroo here. Side by side, they're going to rub a little bit of tire here, and they're going to go around the corner, and so far Miss Devious has the advantage, but she's hung out on the outside. Here's a tough corner to hang out on the inside. This is a great battle between Miss Devious and Apex Racing's Larry Birch there. We have Tattooed Freak sitting right there in 10th place, and he is just sitting behind watching all this going down, going, all right, keep battling, give me a freebie here. We got Badass in 11th. We got Nolander in 12th, and Nolander is under fire here from Paymay. Maybe Paymay has Pit to, of course, fix that damage on the race car. Looks like a fresh set of rubber as well, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go, Lucas underway, and you can see what the tire wear is doing to these drivers' tires. Next week, you guys won't be able to see this. This is the one and only week you'll be able to see this the whole stream, so soak it in. We're just going to show you guys really what these drivers are contending with here this season. This is very difficult settings, very difficult seasons, so these drivers have really got their work cut out for them here this season, but so far looking pretty solid here. These BMWs, very spicy cars too. You really got to put your work in with these cars. They can absolutely make you pay the price if you get it wrong here on any racetrack, not just St. Croix, any racetrack. There's a lot of torque, there's a lot of power in these BMW GT3 racing cars here on GT7, and they're just spicy. But we got Tattooed Freak now battling with Miss Devious. I'm not sure what's happened to Larry here. He's got some damage, so I don't see any damage on any of the other two cars in front, so I don't think there was a contact with another car. I think just a mistake made there, but now the battle is between Miss Devious and Tattooed Freak. So here we go. We got some pit stops happening, ladies and gentlemen, and currently, if it won't let me go, we've got Lucas coming into pit lane, so the leader coming in, Apex Racing's Legarius coming in. We got Jakey coming in as well. We've got G-Bub here coming around. He's going to stay out. Miss Devious is going to stay out. Freak's going to stay out. What's Larry Birch going to do? He may come in. Let's stick with him. We'll see what he does as he comes around Sunset here, ladies and gentlemen. We're calling the final corner Sunset. It's 13 minutes into this race. He's coming in. He's like, nope, not liking this. We got Badass here, and that's going to be another position for Badass here. So a little bit of strategy might work out for this driver. He's going to recover some positions here potentially after a very early spin in the race, avoiding the devastating full engine damage on that race car. But Come on, let me in. Here we go. We got Jakey here coming out. He's in Paymay, sorry, in P11. We've got Larry in pit lane. You can see him just getting some tires, and he's gone. Nolander coming in here. Let's see what Nolander does as he comes into pit lane. He is our 13th place driver right now. He's most certainly probably going to fix up some of that damage there. You can see him swap out those tires. He's going to take some fuel in that racing car, and there he goes. He is gone. Car fixed and back on the road. So CRF leading the way here on lap 7. Does not needed to pit yet. And ooh, look at this guy go, ladies and gentlemen. This gentleman may have came very prepared for this race tonight, and I love to see that out of the new faces here at DMJ. So CRF leading the way here on lap 7, ladies and gentlemen. He's followed by ATK Streeter Tom, only 2 seconds behind, currently sitting 2nd place. That leaves Smiley sitting on the final podium step here, currently in 3rd. We've got Lucas now in 4th after that series of pit stops. We got G-Bub in 5th, so G-Bub just slotting in behind Lucas there. Miss Devious and Freak and what it looks like to be LJ battling there. What, LJ got it wrong, and LJ's going sideways across. He's going to be hitting the wall there, and that is going to be a position defended there for Miss Devious without even having to do anything. So I give her a little space between her and Tattooed Freak, so now she's just got to try and no, and Tattooed Freak just gets a great run on that Z4, and he is going to go inside out, and he is going to put that thing on the inside. And here we go, battle on. Freak looking for 6th place, currently has it as he gets the run out of the corner. He's looking to break the toe. We've got LJ, sorry, that's LJ, my mistake, as I don't know, there's too many Apex cars on the track right now. Let's see what's happening here. We got LJ. Oh, Miss Devious getting a little sideways there. All right, so we got Jakey in 6th. We've got LJ in 7th. So Jakey, the big winner there. He gets 2 positions. LJ in 7th. We got Miss Devious here in 8th. We've got Badass in 9th. We got Paymay here in 10th. We got Freak coming into pit lane. It won't let me go. There we go. We got Larry Birch here in 12th. We've got Dolander in 13th. And he's a little bit behind here, so we're going to have to see what he's got here and see what he can do to try and make up that time. But it is CRF right now with a 2.6 second lead. And you see Tom gotten a little bit wrong coming up into the bridge there. And let's take a quick little peek at our track map here real quick, ladies and gentlemen, while we have our drivers doing a little bit of pit stop sequencing. So at the top center left of the screen, you see the little blue circle with the white arrow in it. That is our start finish line. The arrow is pointing towards Sunrise. That is corner 1. So let's go around the track. We go into corner 1, which we're calling Sunrise. That takes us into a little bit of a straightaway, and it flows into what we call the Breeze, turns 2 and 3. That then takes us into the Eastern S's. Those are the S sectors we see, of course, coming in and up, leading into the Bridge de Rene. Of course, that obviously we come out of the bridge, we come around that left-hander, point number 4 there, ladies and gentlemen, and we come down into the carousel at point number 5. From there, we hit a little straightaway, which we're calling the runway, and that takes us up a little kink into what we're calling the Wild Boar, back up in through the central S's. From there, we enter what we're calling the drag strip, and then, of course, into our final corner, which we see CRF on here right now, actually, coming through. So let's drop that. Let's jump on with CRF, and let's do a little track guide around St. Croix here with the corner name, shall we? This is fun. All right, so we're entering at the 100-meter board here. We're braking. We're going to come into Sunrise. This is turn 1. We're going to head down a little bit of a straightaway here. From this straightaway, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to run down into turns 2 and 3. We're calling this the Breeze. It's a little bit of an uphill undulating sector, then it flattens out here right at the very top of the hill, and then very quickly starts to go back downhill and a little undulating towards the Eastern S's. From here we now enter the Eastern S's, and that's turns 4, 5, and 6. This is a very difficult sector. You want to try and catch a little curb here. It helps rotate the car. Careful on the throttle. There's a bump there. We come back up across the Bridge de Rene. And this is just a very long, straight run here. And that takes us into a 90-degree left-hand corner. You're braking at about the 125 to 100 meter board here. And again, you want to try and just catch a little curb and float it out towards the wall. Now, not too close to the wall, but definitely towards the wall. So that leads us into the carousel, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the carousel right here as CRF is coming around. He's got 3.3 second gap currently on Smiley. So after the carousel, that takes us up the runway. then we're going to go into a kink, and that kink is essentially there's an entry for, I believe it's the St. Croix A sector right there. So from the kink we come into this corner right here. You're braking at the start of the curve, and we call this the wild boar because this corner you can get some speed out of there, but boy, you can really be wild at times. And then of course that takes us into the central S's. It's a very quick little sweeping set of S's here. You're full throttle through here, and a little lift just to set up this final run into the drag strip. So as soon as we come out of the S's, this is what we're calling the drag strip right here. This is where drivers can get a run to try and gain position coming into sunset, and that leads us back around to the start finish line here, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to see our race leader of course come into pit lane. I'm not too surprised to see that there, as of course we all seen the condition of those tires. Smiley's going to follow him in, another driver that owes a pit stop. So it's going to put Lucas back in the race lead. It won't let me go up in front of that stuff there. That's unfortunate. How's everybody doing tonight? Everything sound good? Everything looking good still? I hope so. We've been so nervous about this all day, but it's Apex Racing's Jakey here, currently sitting in second place, defending two-time champion here. Really sweating right now as Lucas has 4 seconds on him. Apex Legarius right here in P3, and this driver, if he would have made the full season last season, might have been one of the guys to be challenging Jakey for that two-time championship. We have G-Bub currently sitting in 4th place, still owes a pit stop here. We have Smiley in P5, and he is absolutely being hounded by ATK Streeter Tom here right now. Let's stick with this for a moment, as it looks like we got ourselves maybe a little juicy battle. Let's jump on board with Streeter Tom here as he sits in behind Smiley. Now, they could potentially be working together a little bit here, you know, just working together. Maybe the pace is similar. You know, Streeter Tom can save a little extra fuel here, get ready for his next stint. We're at 20.5 minutes into this race so far, ladies and gentlemen, so let's get it going. And, ooh, you can see that wiggle there from Streeter Tom, and there's a bump right when you come around that corner. If you get on the throttle just a little too soon, that bump really upsets your race car and can absolutely just end up having a really bad day coming up into the bridge. Got Paymay here up into P7. We got CRF coming out of his pit stop in 8th. We've got Larry in 9th, Miss Devious in 10th, Nolander up into 11th. Tattooed here is in 12th, and Badass is in 13th, but everybody is fairly relatively closing back up here, so we're probably going to start seeing some battles. Maybe not so much in the middle part of the race. That's when things tend to settle down here. But we could definitely potentially see some battles brewing near the end of the race here. It's all going to come down to pit strategy at this point now, so it's going to be very interesting to see the strategy difference between all the drivers here. As our leader's coming around to start lap 11 here, so we're 21.5 minutes on lap 11, so we're gonna probably see 21, maybe 22 laps, 21 for sure. Apex Racing's Jakey and Apex Racing's Algeria is still very close together here. LJ not able to find his way around Jakey here currently, and fairly similar situations it looks like there. So there we go, we got G-Bub finally coming in here for his first pit stop of the day. Tires are looking a little worse for wear there for G-Bub. Apex is going to move up into 6th place. There we go, let me pass, thank you. CRF here in P7 as he comes around, so he's going to get a position back now with G-Bub making that pit stop. It won't let me see them guys coming in. That is a pretty crazy racing helmet we got from G-Bub inside that car. That's fantastic. We got Apex Racing's Larry Birch here in P8. It is really not cooperating here with us today, is it? Is it? Come on. Alright, Miss Devious here in 9th, G-Bub in 10th. So an interesting little spectator development glitch there. That's new. We'll figure that one out. Nolander in 11th place here. We've got Freak in 12th. We've got Badass here. Just got off to a rough start on this race, and he's been on the back foot ever since, but he's right there. He's got the pack back in sight. He's back on a similar pit stop sequence. It's game on here now. He's a very quick driver, so yeah, can't wait to see if he can climb back through the field here a little bit. But this is a fast field of drivers, and I'm really surprised to see so much quick separation here. Lucas really doing a great job at maintaining that gap. And ooh, are we going to see that move from LJ here? He took a look. Get some fresh air into the nose of that car so we can get that car to react here. very interesting with those. The tire wear is very similar between those two particular drivers currently. We got Smiley here in 4th place, and he's got 17 seconds on the drivers up in front here, so a little bit of separation there. I'm not sure, maybe just some of these drivers having little wiggles and little moments around the racetrack early on in the season here, getting that pre-season jitters out of the way, perhaps maybe a little bit as well. Separating these drivers a little bit, maybe different fuel strategies, maybe some drivers took more fuel than others. I guess anything really could be possible here, but the series is really designed around strategy. It's all about the strategy. It's not designed to be a one-stop style racing. It's designed to be strategic racing and really put the drivers to the test. So we got Paymay coming in. CRF's going to go around and grab P6 there with the Apex Racing's Paymay coming in. So Paymay making another stop here. That's going to give Larry Birch an opportunity to gain some time on Paymay here, as well as Miss Devious, who's only about 4 seconds behind Larry currently. G-Bub here in 10th, 4 seconds behind Miss Devious. We got Freak, who's about 7 seconds in behind G-Bub. Nolander is 3.2 behind Freak, but Nolander has a whole lot of mirror full of Badass right now in 13th, so Badass has started to reel Nolander in. So let's stick on this here for a second. I suspect this will be a really good battle here between these two drivers. So we got Badass making a run here as we're coming to start lap 12 here, ladies and gentlemen. See if he goes up the inside coming into corner 1 here. I don't know if he's quite close enough yet. I think he's just going to use this to stick close to Nolander here. Nope. Nolander went a little bit deep, and Badass is going to take advantage there. He left the opening, and he's going to take the inside line through Sunrise here. And here we go. It's race on. We're going to come into the Eastern S's here. Right after this corner. Sorry, Eastern S's are after this corner. My mistake. Here we go. Great battle here between these two. Ooh, slight amount of contact there, but I think Nolander gassed it, and he did. He just got a little too quick on it there in the heat of battle, and got himself into the wall. Those tires were looking very rough there from Nolander as well, so Badass managing to find his way around here. So really unfortunate there for Nolander. That car's looking great, by the way. Always does from Nolander Gaming, doesn't it, chat? But we do have Lucas here still in the lead. He is back in where he left off when the pit stop sequences started. All good. Hard to practice listening to this great race facts, I know, right? We got Apex Racing's Jakey here in 2nd place with Apex Racing's Legerius still right there. And what's that gap now? It's 4.2 seconds. So Lucas doing a fantastic job at continuing to open the gap on these two drivers, trying to chase them down. Smiley's got 15 seconds. That's 2 seconds shed off those two drivers as well. ATK Streeter Tom, he's right there. He is just in behind Smiley. He hasn't lost touch with Smiley one bit here. We got CRF in 6th place. A little bit of a gap there between those two drivers. We got Paymay here in 7th, and he's got a Miss Devious all over the back end of him here. But right now, Paymay is the fastest man on the racetrack with a 2:05.1. So Paymay may have just maybe battled Miss Devious, and we've unfortunately just missed that battle here, and he may have just earned that position. Just missing it. Hashtag way to go, Ghost. Alright, so it is Paymay here in 7th, Miss Devious in 8th, and she is right there. She is chasing him back down. She's like, get back here. We ain't done yet. We've got G-Bub here in 9th, and he has been right there, right along these drivers all day long as well. His first one, he was really, really nervous about this race here tonight, but he's doing an absolutely amazing job on the track here. We've got Tattooed Freak here up in 10th, so he is holding top 10 spot here currently. Oh, we got a yellow flag up ahead. Who is the yellow flag for? Oh, it's Miss Devious. Miss Devious got it wrong there. She looks like she went off the track. She just made sure she had time to come on nice and safely. And it's going to be G-Bub moving up to P8. Miss Devious moving down to P9. She does avoid damage. Tattooed Freak here. That's going to allow him to hopefully gain and get another position. We got Badass in 11th. We got Larry in pit lane here now. And we've got Nolander here. You can see he's coming in. He's got to get those tires changed up. Those tires are shot. Ooh, and Lucas got a little bit squirrely coming out of the wild boar there. And we're moving into the Central S's. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. As he's coming around the Central S's right now. And we're going to be moving our way into Sunset. So he's on the drag strip. Right now. That takes us into Sunset Corner, and this takes us into a beautiful flowing corner, but you gotta watch the wall. The wall breaks hearts of race car drivers on a regular basis. So our leader coming into pit lane, Jakey and LJ both follow. What is Smiley do when he comes around? This is going to be interesting now. The strategy is going to start playing into some of these drivers' minds. They can see these drivers pitting ahead of them. Are they thinking about pitting? Are they changing? Smiley's gone. He's like, no, I got my strategy. See ya. I'm going to lead this race here now. And it is going to be race led now by Smiley. So he's our 4th race leader here tonight already, ladies and gentlemen. This Pro Division does belong to Smiley. So we've seen Jakey starting on pole position. We've seen Lucas take that position away from Apex Racing's Jakey. We've seen CRF take first place for a few laps during the pit stop sequence, and now we're seeing Smiley in the lead of this race for Flying Fox Racing. Very closely followed still by ATK Streeter Tom here. Ooh, a little wiggle there coming out of that corner, but he's doing a great job here in his in his debut for DMJ. Lucas comes back out in P3 after his pit stop, so we'll probably resume the lead if those drivers ahead stop again. And Jakey comes out in 4th with CRF right in behind in 5th, and LJ dropping back a little bit of spots there with the pit stop, so he's got some time to make up right there. We got Paymay here in 7th. We've got G-Bub in 8th with Misdevious, and she is still on the chase. So she's like, oh, I didn't like that mistake. Hold on, come back here. Hold on. We're not done. Badass here in 10th place. Freak coming into pit lane here right now. We've got Larry Birch in 12th, and we've got Nolander here in 13th position. So it is Smiley leading the way here. And this will be the first time he's leading in DMJ North America Choice of Weapon, ladies and gentlemen. And it's in Season 3, Round 1. So let's see what he can do with it. He is being challenged from a little bit of a distance currently right now with ATK Streeter Tom. But Streeter Tom really has just been maintaining that gap from Smiley here for the majority of this stint. We have Lucas here, and he is only 5.5 seconds in behind these guys. He's on fresher tires. It's just a matter of time before he reels these guys in. Jakey is starting to try and close Lucas back in. 2.6 seconds is the gap. This is our defending 2-time champion here in DMJ North America and holds the king of the hill currently in the North American Series. CRF here in 5th place, and he is proving to be a worthy opponent here in this division this season, with LJ chasing him down here in P6. So this is going to be a great battle. Let's stick with this one for a minute, ladies and gentlemen, as LJ got a great run coming out of the Central S's there. As we come around Sunset, he is going to get the job done because CRF's going to come and make a pit stop. So LJ is going to move up into what appears to be P3 as Streeter Tom and Smiley also stopping to make some fuel and some tires. Are you going to let me through now? Fantastic. There we go. Alright, get a little shot of the cars while we can. Very quick pit stops here from these drivers, so some different strategies definitely at play here today. I love to see it. Paymay coming around, he's got CRF, so we got a hot lap traffic situation here. Now, he does own the right to the inside of the corner, but Paymay is at speed, and no need to worry about it. There's both drivers do what they need to do to make it through Sunrise Corner. We're going to head up into, I can't remember this corner's name right now. I'm so disappointed in myself. Miss Devia's coming around here. She's just entering Sunrise here as well. Turn 1 to St. Croix here, ladies and gentlemen. And G-Bub very close and behind. So G-Bub must have made a little bit of a mistake here. Badass in P10. He's in pit lane. He's grabbing some fuel and looks like some tires. We've got Tattooed Freak. He's coming around. He's going to grab that position from Badass here as he comes around. Yes. We can't get past Badass now. Just a second. There we go. Alright. Badass coming out in P11 here. We got Nolander. Ooh, him and Larry Birch having a bit of a spicy battle here. And it's going to be Larry Birch getting a run. Of course, Nolander just getting into contact with the wall. And tonight, Nolander's downfall has been most certainly the walls of St. Croix here today. That BMW has just been absolutely tricky in nature for this poor gentleman here today. And his car has paid the price, unfortunately. But he's still on track, and he's still got that thing running, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go. Lucas here. We're at 32 minutes. We only got 8 minutes remaining, ladies and gentlemen. Less than 8 minutes. These races go by so quick. Apex Racing's Jakey here in 2nd place, 2.5 seconds behind Lucas. Does he have enough time to reel him in? Does he have the pace to reel him in? Guess we'll have to wait and find out. We have LJ here in P3 right now, 14 seconds to the rest of the field here. So we got Smiley currently sitting in 4th place with ATK Streeter Tom sitting here in 5th chasing. We've got Apex Racing's Paymay here in 6th. We've got CRF in 7th. We've got Misdevious in 8th. We've got G-Bub here in 9th place, and he's having a great race for his debut as well. He was, compared to how he was talking before he entered the race, he's having a great race here. We got Tattooed Freak here in 10th. We've got Badass here in 11th, Larry in 12th, and Nolander chasing here in 13th. So, rough start for some, good start for others. Interesting race all around. Absolutely fantastic stuff here from this group, but it is Lucas as he comes up the Bridge de Rene, and he is flying with a 2.5 second gap to defending champion Apex Racing's Jakey, who has a 2.5 second gap to challenger LJ here as well. LJ wants this crown this season. It's all he's been talking about for the last 4 or 5 weeks. So if he gets the opportunity to get that position, he is most certainly going to go and get it. Smiley here in 4th. We've got CRF in 5th, and he's got a little bit of a gap here on Streeter Tom. So I'm not sure what happened to Tom there, but he definitely has some damage on that race car, and that's going to be, ooh, he's in a tough position here. He's got a 4 second gap on Paymay. Does he have, and can he hold Paymay off? We got Miss Devious here in 8th place, and she's coming up into the Bridge de Rene right now with G-Bub just a little bit behind there, about 3 seconds. Tattooed Freak here in 10th. We got Badass here in 11th. We've got Larry in 12th, and Nolander here in 13th. So rock and roll, chat. Pro Division almost over. These guys are all aliens. Yeah, they're quick. They are absolutely quick. Fastest lap on the track still belongs to Apex Racing's Paymay here with a 2:05.168. So to start lap 17 as we're coming around the Sunset Corner here, it is going to be Lucas, and he is still leading the charge here. 2.9 seconds is that gap from Apex Racing's Jakey here right now, and Jakey is just trying to catch him. But timing is everything, but time is something that is not necessarily on 2nd and 3rd place drivers' friendly list right now. They are quickly running out of it. About 2, maybe 2.5 laps remaining here. Smiley here coming across. He's in P4. He's gaining on these guys. CRF's just losing touch a little tiny bit with Smiley. We got Streeter Tom. Ooh, he's coming in to fix that damage. He ain't having none of that. Miss Devious here in P7. So Paymay must have making a mistake here now at some point, and he has fallen in behind Miss Devious here. So, ooh, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. You can never predict who's going to win these races. At 2:05 in the race, that's not fair, says Aaron. We almost seen 2:03s in qualifying. These guys are absolutely crazy fast, and gals. G-Bub coming in, Paymay coming in. Oh, and Paymay's got that big damage. Paymay definitely made the big mistake there somewhere. Full engine damage for Paymay, and that is devastating for Paymay. Tattooed Freak's going to grab 2 spots there with those drivers jumping into pit lane to fix up some damage. Paymay's going to come out just ahead of Badass here. Badass is at speed. May be able to get a run on Paymay here coming off the exit. Paymay looks like he's just going to get a run out there. We got G-Bub here in 11th after his pit. We got Larry in 12th. We've got Nolander here in 13th. So having to pit for that damage. Didn't like the way that car was feeling. It's a tough call to have to make. And the leader, oh, the leader almost got it all wrong right there. Lucas almost threw it all the way in one corner. And that's how easy it is in these BMWs, ladies and gentlemen. That was a great collection there by our race leader as he is nearing the end of this race. I mean, we're at 36 minutes and 35 seconds in, ladies and gentlemen. We have 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. These drivers keep you on your toes here. He's just going to break the toe immediately, even though Jake's not really close enough to grab that toe right now. But LJ's starting to close in on Jake here. Smiley, he is maintaining that gap. CFR doing much of the same thing. Streeter Tom, after that pit, he's about 20 seconds in behind, and now he's got Miss Devious chasing here as well. We've got Freak here in 8th with Paymay in 9th. We've got Badass in 10th, and boy, those three are getting awfully close together. G-Bub here at 11th, and he's just off the back end of those three. We've got Larry Birch here just coming off the Rene Bridge, and Nolander just midway through it here. So it is Lucas right now as we're coming through the Eastern Esses. Whew, spicy little bit of race we have here today, ladies and gentlemen. Let me assure you of that. That really was a good save. It really was. Absolutely, John. So it is Lucas. Let's go see if we have any battles brewing here. We've got Jakey and LJ. They're separated by 1.1 seconds. That gap was a little bit smaller last time we were on these two, so we definitely got our eyes on second and third here. And then we got a little bit of space between these drivers, but the way this race has gone for these drivers so far here in round one, anything can happen. And Badass back up into P10 after his rough start. Perseverance and persistence can pay off, and Badass has really put his head down and put his foot into it here tonight, and really done a great job at working back through the field to gain as much positions as he can here. It's a 10-week season. It's a fairly lengthy season, so there's no drop rounds, there's no substitute drivers this season. You know, a driver misses a race, it's crucial on those standings, so you always hang it out. You always finish it off. We got Murray coming in with that like, we got Gaffon coming in with that like. Much love, we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here today. Welcome to DMJ Vroom's Choice of Weapon North America version Season 3. I am GT45 Gaming, your host, and I hope everybody's enjoying the broadcast thus far. So it is Lucas. He's going to come around. He's going to start lap 19, ladies and gentlemen. And what do we have on the clock? We got 38:54 on the clock. This will be the final lap here, ladies and gentlemen. And Jakey in second, LJ closing. He's in the slip. We've got Smiley in fourth. We've got CRF in fifth. We've got Streeter Tom in 6th. We've got Miss Devious in 7th. We've got Paymay in 8th. Freaking 9th. Badass in 10th. G-Bub in 11th. Larry Birch in 12th. And Nolander in 13th position here. We are missing 2 drivers here tonight off the grid. But it is Lucas as he is charging down this final lap as he's coming through the Eastern S's right now. And where does that lead us, ladies and gentlemen? That's right, the Bridge de Rene. So here we go as we enter into the Bridge de Rene, and we're cruising as it's over the beautiful lake here at St. Croix in southern France, ladies and gentlemen. So you can see Lucas has a nice gap currently on second and third place, but second and third place not so cozy. Jakey, the defending champion, sees LJ in that mirror doing everything he can to hold LJ off here. He doesn't want to give up any more positions. We're going to stick it with the leader here. Ooh, and he got a little bit sideways as he kind of entered into the carousel there. He had to really take a shallow entry, which may have cost him a little bit on his exit here. We got Paymay finishing in 8th place here. So it's going to be Apex Racing's Paymay with an 8th place finish. Tattooed Freak with a 9th. Badass will finish 10th. G-Bub will finish 11th. Larry Birch coming around here right now. He is going to finish up here in P12. As well for the first round of the season, so congratulations to 8th through 13th here as we're going to get that through. We got Nolander coming around here in P13. Don't spin it sideways around the start-finish line. Woohoo, nice save by Nolander there, and he's going to bring it home here in P13. Probably be a little bit disappointed in that result. Don't do it. And our race leader is Lucas here, and round 1, Season 3, DMJ Vroom Vroom's Choice of Weapon, ladies and gentlemen, belongs to new face, new entry, Lucas 36. Defending champion, very close battle here. He's going to take it home in second. LJ is going to bring it home here in third place. Smiley is going to do a 4th place finish here for Team Flying Fox Racing and himself as well in his first appearance here at DMJ North America as well. So congratulations to Smiley for a very solid 4th place finish here. Bada bing, bada boom. CRF in his first appearance here. DMJ is going to come around in a P5 finish. Very strong finish here from CRF. ATK Streeter Tom's going to come out with a top 6 finish here as well. And then 7th place belongs to Miss Devious, ladies and gentlemen. So, GG's to all our drivers here. Make sure everybody saves the replays. Boop. So while the drivers are doing that, what we're going to do is we're going to go over the unofficial results, ladies and gentlemen. So after 15 minutes of qualifying and 40 minutes of pretty intense racing here at St. Croix B, we have a finishing result. Now, these results are unofficial until, of course, incident reports are filed, if needed, and, of course, the stewards make their decisions. So the drivers will have 24 hours now from the end of the race to file any incident reports, if necessary, and then the stewards, of course, will assess those incident reports within 48 hours, release a decision. Then the drivers will have 24 hours to appeal if they choose so. And then, of course, standings are released ideally by about Friday. So Nick coming in with that thumbs up says, great run, guys. We got GG's, well done podium finishes, and all else was great racing. Good job, Tom. Appreciate everybody. All right, so we're going to take some screenshots here, chat. We got to do host work. So Lucas with the win. Apex Racing's Jakey and two-time defending champion coming in second place, 4 seconds behind. Apex Racing's Algerius coming in third place. That rounds out our podium here tonight. Smiley coming in with a fourth place finish. CRF comes in with a P5 here for himself tonight. ATK Streeter Tom with a sixth. Miss Devious coming in with the Z4 and the only Z4 on the racetrack in P7. Apex Racing's Paymay is going to come in home with a P8 and fastest lap on track with a 205.168. So that's going to be a bonus point for Apex Racing's Paymay right there. We've got Tattooed Freak here in 9th position. We've got Badass right in behind in 10th. G-Bub in 11th. Apex Racing's Larry Birch in 12th. And Nolander 1978, a.k.a. Nolander Gaming, live on Facebook right now, ladies and gentlemen, in 13th position. So tough race for some of our drivers. Not so much for the rest. I don't know if I took that screenshot or not, so we're going to do it again. Just to make sure. So, just give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to make sure that we're communicating to the drivers to save replays, and then I'm going to set the next week's lobby settings for them. Good job, everyone, says Andrew. We appreciate you, my guy. Bear with me, chat. Alright, we'll give them about another minute and a half, and then we'll set up our next track for them for next week's race. So, pretty, absolutely crazy fast start here. Big, wide open racetrack for our drivers to race on here. Pro Division, starting it all off here, Season 3 for DMJ. That was a good racing right there by all the drivers. So, we're just going to flip you over to this guy right here. And as you can see, we have our beautiful little visuals of St. Croix B up on the screen in front of you here. From there, we have a couple of interesting things we can do. Unfortunately, we didn't get to the lap around St. Croix B, but we can do that here at the end of the stream. My fault, not getting live in time. Bad host. Well done, hanging in there, Nolander. I only wrecked 5 times, but I didn't get lapped. GG's. GG's. Alright, guys, so I'm just going to set up next week's lobby settings for our drivers, so just bear with me for 1 moment while I set that up, and then we'll do some podium interviews. How about that? Huh? We like the podiums. Alright, so St. Croix B, next week's target is Lego Maggiore GP. Absolutely great track in Italy here. It's going to be the full course, and it's going to be very interesting to see what our drivers are going to have in store for Maggiore. Again, it's another really great racing racetrack. Late morning times 10. Alright. So, next week's lobby settings are up for our drivers if they want them. Alright, so let's get to some podium interviews, ladies and gentlemen, shall we? I think we shall. Alright, chat, get ready for your listening ears. Hopefully they're playing nice in there. Alright, welcome in, gentlemen. You can hear me, yes? I don't have
loud and clear, sir.
I do have sound. Fantastic. All right. Well, great racing, gentlemen. Tough business out there here in France today. The track looking a little bit slippery out there, especially when you guys are coming in towards the Bridge de Rennais there over the lake. So tough racing out there. First race of the season, maybe a little bit of pre-race nerves stepping in for some of these drivers. We've seen some tough days on the racetrack, and we've seen some pretty good days on the racetrack. But overall, very tough racing out there for round 1. So let's talk to our third place finisher, Apex Racing's Algerius. We are saying that correct? Am I correct on that?
Yeah, it's like I don't know how. It's like luxurious, something like that.
All
Doesn't
right.
really matter.
As long as we're getting it right, that's what's important. So, returning again from Season 2, looking to put in a full season this season. Great start to your season. So, third place finish. Was that the desired result? And talk us through your race.
Oh yeah, this was above what I was thinking. As soon as I qualified fourth, I'm like, ooh, I don't know what I got myself into. But I qualified exactly where I thought I would. Lots of top guys in here, lots of top split drivers. And then to the race aspect of it, I was just following behind the first few laps and letting the top three just battle it out, seeing if any of them made any mistakes, and they did, and I capitalized on it. I was just keeping my car safe at the beginning. We did go almost three wide through the S's for a little bit. I'm like, oh, I got to keep my car alive. It's a long race. So, but when I was really gutted when Peyton and Jake had that little incident there, but it kind of equaled out because I capitalized on it, just following him behind and just kept up with Lucas there for the first stint. And then the middle stint, I kind of felt like a little fish around a shark. I was just cruising around with Jake, trying to keep up with him. But keeping up with him, I burned through more tires than I expected. So coming into my second pit stop, there was big oversteers, turn one and turn three, I think. So it scared me a little bit. I had to calm down and get the car to the finish line because finishing rather third is better than finishing last or down at the bottom pack. Um, and then, yeah, getting P3, I'm really glad of myself. I'm really happy of myself. This field isn't easy. I mean, you could see in qualifying with the top three under a 10 or 10.1. Uh, um, but yeah, I'm really happy with myself.
Absolutely, and I mean, tough racing out there. So I mean, compared to last season, you were a part of the last season on, of course, the older platform GT Sports. So we move over to GT7 for the new season. Very long awaited, very long, anxiously awaited by many of the drivers, especially the returning drivers this season. Chat. How much harder or easier is it compared to the previous two seasons?
Oh, it's way harder. It's not only the game that makes it harder, it's the ladies and gentlemen that we're racing with that make it harder.
So, losing out to a friend and a rival, Apex Racing's Jakey. I mean, I know you've been sitting here for weeks, excited to try and knock this guy off his crown, and you just felt a little bit behind him here in round one. So, what's your approach, I guess, moving into Maggiore next week?
Consistency. That's what I'm shooting for this season. Willpower in IndyCar. You only want to race once and won the championship. So all I need is consistent podiums, and who knows, I might come out DMJ Season 3 champion. But I'm just shooting for consistency. If I can consistently get on the podium, keep my car safe, I think we'll have a great season.
Absolutely, and again, great showing for your first one of the season. The streak stays alive in turn one as well. I know a lot of the returning drivers are pretty proud about that turn one streak, and we did it again here for the 21st time in a row here at DMJ. So I know that'll make you smile a little bit. Shout out to my
Yeah,
man.
yeah. The biggest shout out to DMJ for putting this league on. This is my favorite league by far. Every time I see DMJ new season coming soon, I'm all giggity and happy. Not only the people running it, but the people in it. It makes racing 20 times more enjoyable. There's no drama. Everyone's cool. If you always have a question or need help, everyone just immediately does it without question or money or anything. They just do it out of their kindness. And then to you, always love rewatching these streams, hearing the comms, you getting all excited. So it's you make the streams 20 times better. And then Apex Racing, it's my first race with them, official race with Apex. And the ladies, well, gentlemen in the league helped me out a ton. I mean, I always thank Jake a lot. So here we go. Thank you, Jake. And then Hypre, thank you, Hypre, for making all the decals and the stuff on the stream. Really makes it 20 times better. And thank you, everyone, the viewers, too, because we wouldn't be here without the viewers. So you guys are awesome.
Chad, I think I'm in trouble. I think Algerius is coming for my job. Great job, great
Hey,
job, great interviews, my guy. Some great shout outs right there. And I'm just teasing, I'm teasing you. Great racing from you, great debut from you, and watch out for Apex Racing's Algerius this season because so far he's putting his stamp as a podium finisher in DMJ Season 3. Great racing, and can't wait to see you next week.
thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while since we've heard from this gentleman, hasn't it? He's very familiar with these interviews, and we're going to move over to our defending two-time champion. And unfortunately today for him, I'm sure, second place finisher, Apex Racing's Jakey. So, tough racing out there today, our defending champion. How you feeling?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely happy about the outcome of the race. Um, I wasn't really expecting the pole position to be myself. I was expecting either Lucas or Peyton to take it. So that was a little bonus and a nice bonus point on top. But yeah, little bit of contact. I think it was mainly my fault with Peyton. I saw Lucas go deep into the corner, tried to cut back, make a move, keep the lead, and didn't work out. Peyton clipped the rear, but I tried to signal him to go, but he kindly waited and let me by. Apart from that, it was just damage limitation, keep the consistency. I had a bit of a Larry moment coming into the pits on my second stint. That was quite fun. I thought I was going to end up in the inside wall, but apart from that, kept the consistency and was able to pull off a second.
Let's talk about qualifying a little bit. I mean, qualifying, you guys were literally almost dipping into the 203s here at St. Quabi in qualifying today. What goes through your mind when you see such an intense, tight qualifying like that after a 15-minute run going into a race?
Just try not to think too much. Don't think too much about the gaps. Think about the first corner. Always be a step ahead. You never want to get backlogged into the start of a race thinking different things. Best outcome is going to be when you put your foot to the floor and you keep your concentration.
Absolutely. So newcomer Lucas comes into the series. We all know he's a very quick, consistent driver, and he absolutely takes round one race win here. What was going through your mind? You had about a 2.5 second gap. You started pushing really hard there with about 9 minutes to go. Was there a point that you knew you just weren't going to catch him, or was it you never know, anything could happen, I'm just going to drive this car into the ground and try and get that, or was it just you know what, I'm pretty happy with second place, let's just get this thing home here today?
I tried to underfuel a bit and undercut him in the pits, but the refueling speed was a bit quicker than I'd thought I had for, and I didn't gain back as much as I thought I would, but managed to make it to the end, still P2. About 2 laps left. It was just make sure I can get to the end, don't go overzealous, and basically bring it home.
Absolutely. Well, nonetheless, you still come into the season, you take those vital pole position points right off the bat. You start the season as two-time defending champion and starting round one with a lead on the field. So a nice solid second place finish, which will almost put you in a tie with first place essentially here anyways. Thoughts going into round two?
Not one of my most favoured tracks. I probably need to do a bit more practice here this week. But this one's going to be about tyres, I think. So just hope and pray that I can keep it consistent and keep the tyres under me.
So, yeah, I mean, you're the veteran here. You're the guy that really has the target on your back all season long. How's the field looking? I mean, who are you most worried about after today's race right now?
Oh, it's tight. There's a couple I'm worried about. Peyton always comes back, especially after not so good of a race that he had today. Lucas is always on point with his pace and his strategies. We've got LJ, the newcomer to the team. He's always put me under pressure in most of the leagues that we've actually run. It's a really tight field this season, especially between, say, the top 5, top 3, top 4, top 5. I think if a couple of them put a bit more practice in, we could get a bit more worried. But as far as that goes, we'll wait until the next round.
Absolutely. 10-week season. It's a long season. There's no breaks this season for these drivers, so the car is going to go through some pretty grueling conditions at what should be a really fun track list this season. So I guess anything you want to add to your race tonight and your shout-outs, my man?
Shout out to DMJ, of course, for putting the league on. You for the comms. Always love the watch box when I'm in bed of an evening. Great to see. Apex, obviously, taking me under the wing, pushing me to be better than I thought I could be. So, yeah, thanks to them. Thank you to all the guys on track who turned out. It was a good race. It was a pleasure racing you. And again, thanks to all of you.
Awesome. Well, great start to the season for you, and on the charge for that three-peat. So a week to practice and prepare for Lago Maggiore for our defending two-time champion here. We'll have to see what he has for us next week. Thanks for taking some time. I know it's late where you're at, and really appreciate you being here and showing off what you got here again tonight.
Cheers. Take care.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, newcomer to the series. He didn't race in Season 1. He didn't race in Season 2. But Season 3, and he is here. And he just came in with a bang. A 4-second gap on the two-time defending champion, Lucas 36, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. First race in DMJ NA, first win. How you feeling?
Thanks. Thank you, Tim. Feeling pretty good. It was a exciting, eventful race, a little nerve-wracking, more so really nerve-wracking, especially in qualifying, seeing how close we really all were. It just was like LJ and Jake said, it was all about being consistent and trying to be as smooth as possible that whole race. Keep the mistakes to a minimum, not do any power slides. Might get style points, but you'll end up in the wall.
Absolutely, and we did catch a moment there with about 3.5 minutes left there where you were coming around a sweeping corner, and that car, she broke free on you a little bit, and you almost lost it, but you managed to gather it up. 3.5 minutes going, what is going through your mind at that point, and how do you settle yourself back down and just get locked back in?
For seeing the gap that I had on Jake after the pit stops, I knew I had to just run a consistent pace. Don't get too much into my head. Just keep it smooth. Don't push it too much. But whenever you see that gap start closing a little bit, you start second guessing yourself, doubting yourself, and you got to push a little harder. And then that's where some of the little mistakes came in. But overall, I think we both burned our tires too much there at the end, and the gap stabilized and was able to pull out the win.
Absolutely, and a great run. I mean, coming into the series, obviously for the first time, you're racing against half a field of the pro division here this season that has quite a bit of experience in the series and with how the series runs. A little bit of nerves before you started the race here today, because if you did, you didn't show it. You look great out there all day long.
Thank you. No, it was. I've raced with most everybody in this lobby, save for about 3 or 4. So I know everyone driving wise, and we're all pretty darn fast. And if any one of us can be up front on any given day, just turned to be my day today, and I will gladly take it.
Absolutely, big points. Unfortunately, not squeezing those extra points available here today. We weren't able to get that pole. It was so close from you there, and Payme slipping out that fastest lap as well. But first place points overall, that's going to take you into round 2 in first place. Round 2, you know that you definitely have the pace to win some races here against this field. So I guess how do you prepare now for the next round to try and I guess defend your placement in the standings?
Just take it one race at a time. Don't overthink it. Just drive your own race, and season's long. The season's got plenty of races to unfold. A lot of things can happen. I can win this race, and I can very well be in last place the next race. It's just how it goes, and gotta see. We'll see how it goes.
Absolutely. And first impressions on the series, and of course the drivers and the community around it.
Well, being all the people that I know, like, it's a very welcoming community and very awesome. Always fun to be with you guys. Always fun to see your streams, be part of the streams in some senses. Yeah, just always great vibe, great community. Can't say enough good things about it.
Absolutely. Well, definitely coming in with a bang. New face, Lucas 36, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out for this guy coming through the season here in this top pro lobby. Great racing, very humble guy. He knows anybody can win this race any given week, and he's not wrong. The field is very tight, it's very close. The qualifying, in the groups of qualifying in the pro lobby, the little groups that are clustered are all very close together in pace. So it's going to provide for some intense racing all season long. Maggiore, how do you feel about Maggiore moving into next week?
It's a 50-50. It's more, I got to figure out what car I'd like to drive. Ultimately going to probably stick with the M6 for the majority of the season, but I would like to go for the jack of all trades bonus and run the Z4 and M3 at a couple rounds. So we'll see, but I like the track. It's a fun track, lots of high commitment, got to be online, perfect, precise. Like Jake said, it's going to be heavy on tires, so that'll be key, very key and vital to strategy.
Absolutely. So, coming in with a big strategy, coming in with some good race pace here today, and pulling out a big time victory. So, congratulations first off, of course, from DMJ and myself. And anything you want to add to your race today, and any shout outs?
Just shout out all of you, yourself for being our host, our streamer, people viewing, all my competitors, all my friends within Apex, DMJ, everything. I just can't say enough. Grid Life, my real world entities of racing. But yeah, just thankful for all of you.
Awesome. Well, appreciate it. Congratulations. Big win here for yourself. Independent driver here, too, ladies and gentlemen. So, hopefully you can take that momentum into round 2 now and capitalize. Even if it's not a win, maybe another podium finish just to boost up on those points a little bit. Start stacking up a championship gap, maybe. And I definitely can't wait to see what you're going to bring in round 2. The viewers are definitely going to be excited to see what the response is here coming in next week. So congratulations, and again, thank you for taking time to chat with us, and enjoy that win.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we missed a few things that we wanted to do at the beginning of the stream. We have Murray Estes coming in with the big time love with the follow, my guy or gal, whichever it may be, you never know. We appreciate the extra support here at GT45 Gaming. Welcome to the Winner Circle community. You're now a part of something bigger than you could ever imagine. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's catch up on alerts. I know I probably missed a whole bunch while we're racing, but these drivers just had me busy on the cameras here today. Got Payme coming in with that share. Appreciate that extra support. Nolander coming in with 4 shares. Appreciate that extra support. Got Jason Dean coming in with the heart and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 big time shares, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute massive love from Jason Dean Hansen, sorry. We got Vic coming in with the like. We got Coffin coming in with the like. Murray coming in with the like and the follow as well. Leandro coming in with the heart. Nick coming in with the like. And we want to talk about legends. We're missing one of our season 2 drivers, Mr. Nick Brewster, this season. Super unfortunate. Quick driver. Maybe we see him in a season 4. You just never know what the next season holds in store. So let's go back. Let's take a look. Race recap. I mean, what can you say? Some great action all through the field. We had great battles all the way between 13th, 12th, and 11th, down through 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, all the way up through the field. 2nd and 3rd place there. We really expected to see some spice at the end of the race, but instead it was just something a little nice, as the drivers didn't quite have enough to battle it out there for the start-finish line for 2nd place. But some great racing, and nonetheless, from all of our drivers. So let's take a look. This is what I meant to do before the race. Alright, so what we've been doing this season, this is a little bit different. Bear with me to get rid of some stuff here. I got way too much stuff going on. Alright, so this is the BMW M6 Sprint Edition, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 2016 version of a BMW M6 road car. This is the car that we had used today to do a little bit of a lap around St. Croix B. Now, moving forward in the streams, obviously we're going to do this before the stream. So this was done by, of course, none other than our 2-time defending champion, Apex Racing's Jakey. So this is a lap around St. Croix B from our 2-time defending champion, Apex Jakey, under controlled situation where he's just comfortable and calm, coming into the Sunrise corner there. You got to take a lot of apex there, keep at least 2 tires on the track, exit on the curb here. You're just going to dip into the apex here, and right at the beginning of the curb, you're going to think about braking, shift it down into 3rd or 2nd gear, back up into 3rd for power because, well, the BMW has a lot of torque in that turbo. When the lag kicks in, it really, really does hurt this car. So we're coming into the Eastern S's here now. And this leads us up into the bridge, famously known for a lot of the players as Bridge Hill, which leads us into the Bridge de Rene, ladies and gentlemen. So you're going to see here, you're just going to be really patient there. You got to make sure you get the rotation before you get on the throttle so you don't end up out in the grass. You come across the Bridge de Rene here, and that takes us into a 90-degree left-hand corner. You're going to be on the brakes at about the 125 meter board, and you're just going to try and clip that apex right there and take it all the way out to the wall without touching the wall. From here, you're going to move over to the left side, and that takes us into the carousel, ladies and gentlemen. And the carousel is a very sweeping corner. You're kind of just letting off the throttle, and it's a lot of throttle control to keep the car in a desired line until you know that you're not going to hit that wall on the outside exit, and you just push it down and let it send. From here, we are on the runway. This is just an absolutely crazy long straightaway here. In this case, in this layout, it has a little kink to it, and then of course that leads us into the Wild Boar corner, rightfully named. It is an absolute crazy corner. You can take it very, very quickly if you get the angle right, just like our defending champion does right there. Hard on the exit. This now takes us into our central S's here, ladies and gentlemen, and we're almost at the end of a low 204 lap here at St. Croix B. So we're coming into the drag strip here now. This is where moves can be made coming into the final corner, which we're calling Sunset Corner. So coming through Sunset here, and this is risky. You got to really watch that wall on exit. You see that little wiggle there from Jake as he came out. Maybe cost him a tenth or two on the exit there. Potential 204 lap right there, and that was a 205.435, ladies and gentlemen. So that is a lap around St. Croix B from our two-time defending champion, Apex Racing Jakey. I want to say much love to him for taking that time to do that for us, of course. We will see that again tomorrow night with our Pro-Am broadcast. Special shout-out to Miss Devious as well. We've seen her with a 7th place finish in the series here tonight in the Pro Division. She is our absolutely amazing map designer here at GT45 Gaming. She is just knocking it out of the park, chat. It is my favorite visuals on the stream right now, without a question of a doubt. Absolutely amazing work done by the team behind the scenes here. Can't do it without them. So much love, again, to the staff behind the scenes here at GT45 Gaming, to our stewarding staff. They may or may not be busy after this week. We'll have to see, but that all happens behind the scenes and very quickly and efficiently. We want to thank all the track officials, all the volunteers over here at St. Croix to allow us to rip their racetrack up for a week and, of course, throw off 2 great nights of racing from 2 separate divisions. So we ain't done here yet, ladies and gentlemen. It's all over. That was so fast. Why is it got to be so short? I know, guys. I know, ladies. I'm sorry. But we got another one tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Our Pro-Ams hit the racetrack here in France to do what we just saw our pro drivers do. Who's going to win? Who's in the Pro-Am division? The one thing I can tell you for sure, ladies and gentlemen, it is a tight division, and it is going to be some great racing coming out of that Pro-Am division. So, history being made here in North America with a multi-division choice of weapon series, and our Pro-Ams officially break history here at DMJ North America tomorrow evening. No pressure, boys. Just go out there and have some fun. So, 2 divisions. That means 20 races here for Season 3, ladies and gentlemen, to crown 2 champions at DMJ North America for something a little bit extra for everybody. I'd like to say extra special thank you, of course, to DMJ Vroom Room, the amazing esports organization that provides the series here down in North America. Much love to LWR Designs, DDR Racing, of course, is it DDR Racing? DDR Racing, ladies and gentlemen, of course, WPR Hot Laps, all vital members, and of course, D.90, ladies and gentlemen, our UK host over there in Europe as well. Absolutely firecracker of a commentator. We can't do it without a team, and it definitely makes it takes a team to make the dream work. So, big team here at DMJ, and special thanks to everybody. One more time tomorrow night from our Pro-Am division, and I guarantee you that it will not be a disappointing night of racing here tomorrow night from GT45 Gaming either. So, we don't have any more fancy fun little stuff for you right now, but what we do have to send you off for the evening is 6.5 minutes of DMJ Sprint Night highlights, ladies and gentlemen. If you missed them at the beginning of the broadcast, well, you're in luck. You get to see them right now. I would love to thank everybody for coming out, the fans, the viewers. You're the biggest reason why we continue to do this. We can't do it without you. We love you and appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We hope everybody enjoyed the broadcast. DMJ is back, and it is bigger and bolder and badder than ever, ladies and gentlemen, here in North America. History being broken. It's going to be an absolutely epic series, week in and week out for 10 weeks. We appreciate you. Stay winning. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, you all matter. We'll send you off with a great little highlight reel and a little bit of tunes. Have a good evening, everybody. We appreciate y'all.